Okay, there are multiple POC-related activities ongoing within IOWN Global Forum. To be exactly, it's 18. But please let me start with clarifying that we, as the IOWN Global Forum, do not execute POC itself, but rather define assumptions and requirements for POC to be conducted by both in and outside of the IOWN Global Forum members. We then seek for the report of POC so that we as IOWN Global Forum can analyze its result and feedback to the better specifications. POC activity within IOWN Global Forum spans from technology component level, a system level, to the use case level POC. And depending on the objective of the POC, we talk about functional verification or performance evaluation that includes the network capacity, latency, energy efficiency. For each of POC, we try to define clear KPI and benchmark assumptions such that we be able to compare different implementation models proposed by the members. As a specific example of use case level POC, we have now added use case category called early adoption use case, which are defined as use case that can be implemented by technologies expected to be available by 2025 to 2026 timeframe. These include the use case toward financial industry leveraging all photonics network, APN, to enable distributed service infrastructure, the use case toward broadcasting industry for remote live media production leveraging low latency, time deterministic network properties of our APN, and the use case to cope with growing demand toward AI and machine learning to enable remote GPU, again leveraging APN of our IOWN technologies. Given the technology being ready in 1 year or two, the objective of the POC is to look into economic feasibility such that it makes sense for the business and it makes sense for the social implementation. As a part of the process to translate vision to reality, I believe POC plays a critical role. With the growing complexity of business model, use case, and technology, I believe it is essential to be precise and detailed in identifying real issues leading to the defined appropriate scope and objectives and approaches for any activities we undertake. POC is important because it is a tool to bridge the gap in understanding complex background issues, complex requirements, and complex technologies. POC is important because it is a tool to show towards stakeholders that IOWN technology can meet these complex requirements through validating feasibility and benchmarking with the current state-of-the-art technology. And POC is important because the insight we gain by conducting POC can be fed back to improve the architecture design and reference implementation model, meeting complex requirements imposed by complex use cases. Because the IOWN is to become a social infrastructure addressing diverse industry and society needs at the global scale, it is quite important to reach out toward potential stakeholders as well as unknown stakeholders in and outside Global Forum to form industry-wide and society-wide communities. POC is an effective way to reach out and generate potential stakeholders by letting them know the relevance of IOWN Global Forum leading to form industry-level, society-level communities.